We will be right back after this break. Pedro Machado of Atos in the blue. Kjetil Lydvo from Norway in the white on bottom. Kjetil's had a kind of sensational rise in the last couple of years since getting promoted to black belt. Had a stellar run at Euros last year where he took it to the final, falling to Mason Fowler. But Pedro Machado, a little bit light for this division, generally a heavyweight competitor, doing a good job of getting pressure early on top.
Kjetil is really good at this position. You know, his opponents feel comfortable, and the more comfortable you feel, that's when he actually come up on top. And he comes up on top in a passing position, so it's something that Pedro definitely have to watch out.
He does look very composed, very confident in this position. You can see the expression on his face, like he's unfazed. I don't envy that referee having to pull those two big men back to the center of the mat.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
You called it,
Pedro
Kyle.
at least, yeah, but Pedro at least was able to place him in a guard where he's not so exposed. Now, one of the things is that Pedro wants one of the legs up, and if Kjetil keeps on passing on his knees, this will make Pedro's game a little bit harder to play, you know, because he wants that one leg dex, you know, he wants that one leg dex, that single leg. But Kjetil can definitely use his size and, you know, in his advantage. Both if Pedro comes up on the single, or if Pedro tries to outbalance him to raise one of his legs up to get to the one leg dex.
It's interesting because you can see the size advantage between these two. As I mentioned, Pedro Machado, normally a heavyweight or medium heavyweight, and Kjetil Lydvo cannot make anything below ultra heavyweight, right? He's a very large competitor, but Pedro Machado training at Atos is in one of the best heavy man pressure rooms in the world, training with guys like Kainan Duarte, training with Gustavo Basista, Andy Murasaki, athletes who know very well how to apply pressure. So Pedro looking composed, and you can see with that little John Wayne-esque sweep coming out top.
Yeah, but also Kjetil has been training with Andrew Fivel and with Teta, who are very technical athletes, you know, who are experienced in the game too. So I think both of them have great coaches, you know, great training partners. It's not going to be one-sided, you know. I think it's going to be a tough match, either for Pedro or for Kjetil.
Kjetil doing a good job of getting back to his side, and a nice John Wayne threat there to get back into his closed guard.
Yeah. Both using the John Wayne.
It's become a really valuable sweep. I think we see it most well executed perhaps by guys like Adam Wojcinski and a lot of the Czechman athletes, but it seems to be an essential trick, if not to get on top, then at least to get back to the closed guard. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, or one like that, especially in Nogi too. You know, I think mostly in Nogi, because with the lack of grips, I think it's one of the sweeps that you can, you know, certainly count on it.
Kjetil perhaps looking to go to deep half, or at least to wrestle up here, trapping both legs for a second of Pedro Machado, and then settling.
You know,
on
we're also gonna find out, you know, what side he likes playing best, because if I'm not mistaken, he swept the first time from the other side.
That's right.
Oh, nice legs, trapping the legs, but Pedro was able to clear one of his foot.
And now we're back in this position that we started in, very similar to how we started the match with Pedro in this kind of draw out smash position, but Kjetil doing a great job again of staying on his side, wrestling up. Pedro now almost past, he'll get an advantage for that, but right back into this half guard of Kjetil Lydvo.
Just to remind everyone, the score is actually wrong. It's actually 2-2. Pedro winning by 2 advantages.
This will be the last match here of the quarterfinals on mat 1. Kicking off right after this will be the semifinals. Will return to the featherweight division, where we will see Diego Pato take on Jamil Hill-Taylor.
Oh. You see, when you start getting comfortable, that's when he gets it. But that was a scramble. I think it's an advantage. But then can be also a guard pass now. Oh.
Great scramble by Pedro Machado to take advantage of that attack from Kjetil Lydvo and keep it moving until he finds a scoring position right on the back, and he'll pick up 4 for that.
Yeah, there was a great scramble from both players. Bottom and top, bottom and top.
6-2 now on the scoreboard. Pedro Machado leading by 4 points with the addition of 2 advantages. And 3.5 minutes to work on the back of Kjetil Lydvo.
There's still a lot of time for both athletes.
And we've seen how good Kjetil is from what looks like bad positions. Inching back out to the side, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get back to half guard on his bottom side. Doing a good job of shrugging Pedro to keep him off of chest to back connection here, looking to get his head to the mat.
There are no penalties with both hooks in, but Pedro does not have both hooks in. So if he just holds the position, there is a possibility that he'll get penalized. You see,
He's got to pay attention to that, continuing to work.
Yeah. Because Kjetil is trying to escape the back right now. But I think Pedro wants to just secure the victory without any risks. But this is a risk. Oh, now he's going to come up to the mount. He's going to try to come up to the mount. But it's also the opportunity that Kjetil might be looking to escape. And he escaped.
As you say, Kyle, great job by Kjetil Lydvo to get on top. But now with less than 2 minutes remaining, he's got to make something happen here. He breaks open the closed guard of Pedro Machado, but do not overlook how good Machado is at this lasso guard, especially the shallow lasso. He does a great job using his feet as frames to keep his opponent in front of him.
And close guard.
We've seen a lot today, athletes using the threat of the deep lasso guard as a way to route to close guard. We saw earlier Jamil using the lasso and maintaining the close guard. Here's Machado on an omoplata. Looks like the arm is not deep enough through, but he's going to force a reaction here from Kjetil.
Yeah, but this can lead to a pass through. So let's see who's going to use it in their favor. Because he stepped over, Pedro's going to have a hard time coming up, but Kjetil has to put Pedro's back on the mat in order to step over with the other leg and maybe score the 3. Well, Pedro is able to, because he's stepping over a little bit too low on the hips and he has to step over by the head. You see, otherwise Pedro can come up on top.
Pedro uses it to score. He'll score the 2 for the sweep and might tack on to the 3 for the pass.
He's going to score the 3 for the pass, but I don't know if there was enough time for Kjetil to actually.
He gets the tap. That is one of Pedro's signature attacks, that kind of thread through armbar on the far leg. And with just 10 seconds left, Pedro is able to pull it off. Great work there by Pedro Machado, and he will have a mountain to climb in the semifinal where he takes on Eric Muniz.
Another tough match.
When you step into the ultra heavyweight division as a heavyweight such as Pedro Machado, you know they're not going to be easy. But this mountain first in Kjetil Lydvo, and then one of the best athletes on the scene right now in Eric Muniz, Pedro Machado has a path laid out in front of him for a tough day.
Tough day. Big man. He's competing against big guys.
Let's take a look at